we start with there is a little line they have with the bells there. So it's like this. All that is you got G on the fourth, the G on the fourth fret, or yeah, fourth fret, G string. Then you have fifth fret on the B string, and then we have seventh fret on the B string. Then we go down, or sorry, eighth fret on the B string. Then you go down to the seventh fret. Then you go down to the back to the root note, or not the original starting note. And try to let them ring out as much as you can. Gives it more of a spacey feeling. And after that part, when the rock part starts, it's just an open E string the whole time. So we just have a and it'll repeat that until we get to the main, not the main melody, I guess, but the starting of the actual song, which sounds like this. That's super simple also. So basically we just have E on the B string, and then 7 on the B string, and then we have 9 on the G string, and we go. So we go 8, 7, 8, and we go to 9. We're kind of hitting a triplet on the, it's much of a slower one, but I like to slide into the starting point of each note, like instead of just, I feel like it sounds more accurate to the song. It also sounds, because it's more of a better feeling. It's up to you though. It's not really needed. Then we're going to go up to the 12th fret, and we're going to go 12 on the B string, 10 on the B string, back to 12, and then 12 on the G string. So same thing with the triplet. And that's it for section 1. This is probably one of the harder parts in the song, especially if you're not good with alternate picking, but I learned it pretty quick, so I'm sure anyone can learn it. But we're gonna start on 12 on the high E string. We're gonna hit it twice. We're gonna hit it a third time, but we're kind of spaced like. So on the same string, we're going to 10 to 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 notes in total. We're hitting 12 3 times, 10 once, and then 8 once. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the B string. So it's just sounding like this. We're going to go back to the 10 on the B string. So that should be three notes there. So, and we're going to go to 12 on the B string. And then back to 10. Then we're going to go to 9 on the G string. Should sound like this. go 4 notes, kind of the triplet feel again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1 triplet, 1 triplet. So it's kind of closer to a triplet. It's kind of easier to associate it with that when you're learning it. But so that's it for that part. But then the next part. So that's going to be 9 on the D string to 11 on the D string. And then on the next string, we're going 8, 9, 11. And then the string after that, we're going 8, 10 to 12. And then we're going back to 10. And we're going back to 8. So. And for the part after that, though, we're pretty much doing the same thing. You're doing the same exact shape. But when you start here, instead of doing we're just hitting the first note. So we're stopping there. And for the next part, there's 2 options you can do, kind of. You can, for the fast part, you can either go up here and do this. That's how it's played in the song. It sounds way better. It'll look cooler if you're playing it for somebody. But the other option is so you can really do both. It doesn't really matter. The higher up version sounds better, obviously, but the higher up version, we're going on the G string 16 to 18, and on the next string we're going 16, 17, and then 19, 20. And on the next string we're going 17, 19, 20, and then walk it up to 24. So it's not like. So it's kind of hard. That one's also harder to learn because you have to kind of jump up here really fast and do that. But the other version is you're going 8, 10, 12 on the B string. And then on the high E string, we're just walking up from 8 to 12. So you're keeping the same shape as before. You're just adding the 5 notes on the bottom. So that's relatively simple. So it kind of sounds like this. Play that part twice, and then you can go. Or you can go. So you can either go to that part, but I recommend the higher version. Even though it's harder, it's way better to learn. It sounds way better. This next part is probably one of the easier parts. Super easy. So we got on the G string 9 to 8 or 9 to 7. So we're hitting the 9 twice and then going to the 7. Yeah, a little vibrato on here sounds good with that part of the song. And then we're going 10 on the D string. We're also hitting that twice. And then we're going 9 to 7. And we're hitting 9 to 7 again. And then we're hitting the same thing on the top string. Instead of repeating the 9 to 7 on the A string, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna hit the 7 twice, so it should sound like this. And that's it for this part. You pretty much, on the second time you play it, you come in a bit early for the song, but otherwise, yeah. Sounds good with a whammy bar on the song too. Next part, super simple, one of the easiest parts also. So before it goes into the low E part, you can wait there, or you can do this. So that's just 9 on the G and D string, and you're just alternating. You're hitting this once, and then you're hitting this like 5 times. Yeah, you're hitting this 5 times. You just repeat that until you get to the low E part again, and then eventually you get to the part where you're bending, and you're just going bending 15, and then you're bending 12. On 15, you're bending like 3/4 of the way up, and then 12 you're bending like 1/4 up. So not quite half on the 12, but like a little bit lower. And then the 15, not quite a full bend, but close. So it's like, so it's not. Dead spot there. And you repeat that 3 times, and then it goes back into the, and then it's the same thing, but when we get here, play that twice, and then it pauses, and then we go here and do this. So that's 15 on the high E to 14, and then back to 15, and then we're going 17 on the B string. So, and then we're gonna bend 17 on the high E, and then as we come down, we're gonna pull off to 15 on the E, and then we're gonna hammer on to 17 on the B. So you can pick it. Doesn't really matter, whatever you want. Hammer on sounds more clean on it though. And then after that, you play like 3 notes. You go 15 on the high E. So it's just that. 15 on the high E, 22 on the high E to 24. So it just sound like this in total. I'll play it. I think it goes back to the main thing again. And that section, that's that section. Next section, when you finish, when you go back to the main riff, that part. This is the part where you probably want to do the harder way up here. You want to do that one instead of the, because at the very end of the very last note, right as we hit the 24, we're going to bend 22. Just like that. You can hit 24. It's not the same tone exactly, but you can do that. So if we're already up here, it's easier to bend the 22 than going and then having to shoot all the way up here in like half a second, right? So we do that, yeah. So we bend that, and then after that, there's the ending arpeggio. You don't have to do this again; it's optional. It's kind of in the background of the song, but what it is you're going 19, 17, 15 on the E string, and then the same on the B string, and then we're going 17, 16, 14 on the G string. Yeah, and then we're going 17 on the D string. So it should sound like this. So once we hit this on the D string, 17, we're just doing the same thing but backwards. So instead of, it's like that. And then speeds up pretty fast. And then yeah, you repeat that maybe like 4 times, and then the ending notes, you can do the same thing as basically as we did before. You go 15.